Hello, fellow gunners. Tim here at the Reloading Bench. Now, in my last video, I was doing some 38 specials with the NOE 135 grain round flat point. In this video, we're going to be loading the 130 grain NOE round flat nose hollow point. I'm going to be using these very same loads. We'll be using 3.6, 3.9, 4.2, 4.5, and 4.8 grains of 2028. I did that. I get a glare on that. Huh? All right. Complained about that last time. Sorry. That's what we're doing. So, let's get a case, put it down on the scale. Oh yeah, you can see the scale. Turn on. Little light. Okay. Still a little light. Wow. I don't know what that's all about. It was hitting perfect a few minutes ago. All right. Reset the scale again. There we go. That was rough. All right, get you an angle down here on the press. And right there's what our hollow points look like. All right. Load us up another one here. All right. Now what we're doing, on my last video, I explained a lot of this and that about about the 2400 or the 2028 powder, that it was closer to Winchester 231. And I thought I was going to replace Unique with it. Now, the basis for this loadings with these powders are that back, a couple of years ago, we had a powder shortage, and sometimes you could get a powder that you want, sometimes you couldn't. And a lot of people were substituting powders that they could get for powders they wanted, and were needing load data for the powders they could get. And not familiar with the powders. And with these not having load data published because of the lack of research and development on Alliance part with this powder, That's what this series is for. And just remember, guys, if you're following what I'm doing, make sure you realize the safe steps for your gun. Know your limits on your gun and what you can and can't load in your gun and the pressure signs. I can't stress that enough. Remember, notice what your pressure signs are in your gun. All right. With that said, I will be loading this powder behind this bullet. Get NOE, 130 grain hollow point. We're going to go 3.5. No, 3.6, 3.9, 4.2, 4.5, and 4.8. That's going to be my 5 charges with this bullet. So, I'll get these loaded. You see me load too. They're all going to be loaded the same. And, well, you know, the steps are the same, but the powder charges are different. I'll see you at the range. All right, guys, back from the range. Again, no range footage. But we're going to get right into the results. It's not very good. It's whatever reason. I thought I had this pistol shooting at a 6 o'clock hold, but apparently it's shooting more like it should be dead on, you know, straight, target straight through the sights. So I'm either going to have to shoot straight through the sights or make an adjustment to where it is a 6 o'clock hold, like what I'm used to. But anyway, enough with the excuses. Of course, you've seen these. That was in my last video. Now we are going to do the let's start the video. 130 grain NOE hollow point. Here's my first group with 3.6 grains of 2028. Next group with 3.9 grains of 2028. Okay, it's the same thing. I didn't write down what the measurements was because at this point, who cares? And this one here, like I said on my previous video, I was having trouble with my sights, my vision, blah, blah, blah. I'm making excuses and tired of it. But one thing to note, as this kept getting hotter, the lower it got to shooting. You know, these were shooting low, but this kept getting lower. For this one, right about 3.9 and 4.2. Here's your 3.9. It actually wasn't shooting half bad and was shooting good groups. So I'd say with these bullets, with the 135 grain round flat nose and the 130 grain hollow point, about 4 grains of this 2028 is probably going to be the ultimate in my gun. With that said, the next loading we're going to do, and I hate to blow my next video, but we're going to do the 135 grain round flat nose traditional. Now this is Lyman Super Molly. Let's get a closer look. As you can tell, there's a My top punch, it's for a semi-wad cutter, so it didn't match this. I'm going to have to get a hold of NOE and get me a top punch if I'm going to do them this way. Now, with that said, I do not believe this is going to affect the accuracy. We'll see. But there's the flat nose. Here's the hollow point. And I'm going to be doing the ladder loads just like I did with them. Of course, that's enough said, because that's for the next video. All right. I want to welcome, I've had another influx of subscribers. I want to welcome you all to my channel. And feel free to make comments. Your feedback helps me a lot. So, that said, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video.